Hello. Hi, how are you? My name is Kitty. I just filmed another intro for a different video and I realized I don't introduce myself in that one. Anyway, hi, hello, my name is Kitty. I'm a girl who reads. A girl who reads. That's all. And in today's video, we're gonna be reading my highest and lowest rated book. What? We're gonna be reading the highest and lowest rated books on my physical TBR, and this was a thing, and I say that with like peace and love in my heart for my physical TBR because I have storygraph, and for some reason, storygraph does not have the function to like sort by rating, or at least I haven't found it, but I had to open everything individually and then like compare and contrast. So that is how I found this. So if maybe I'm off by something, ignore it. I tried my hardest. Yeah, without further ado, my lowest rated book, of course, because bad news first, always. Always give me the bad news first. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson has a 3.66 star rating on storygraph. Okay, so it is 3.66 stars across 81,000 reviews. I'm kind of shocked that the lowest rating that I have on my physical TBR is 3.6. This could either be very good or very bad. The edition that I have also has The Bottle Imp by Robert Louis Stevenson, so maybe I'll read that as well. I don't think I will. I know the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We all know the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but generally speaking, I've never actually read Robert Louis Stevenson's version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, like the original version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and because of that, I'm intrigued to see what this is like, and I am intrigued to see what my rating will be for this. I don't expect myself to go above a 3.5 because usually that's where I stand with classic. But anyway, this is going to be the lowest rated book on my physical TBR. I kind of want to read the one that I'm going to dislike more first. So potentially this is going to be the first thing I read. I will update you once I'm a little bit into it and see where it goes from there. Welcome to unflattering angles, quiet volume, and bad lighting, courtesy of the University of Bonn. I was meant to start this like a week ago and I didn't, so here we are. I have 2 hours before my next class. I'm gonna start reading this. I have an hour off. I have an hour and a half until my next class. I'm gonna try starting this in that time. Whether I like it or not will be a surprise. I'm losing it. I'm so tired. I just got back from a different class and I woke up at like 5:30 today, so fun times. I finished the first chapter of this and I was so confused. Well, I'm not confused because I think I'm enjoying this kind of like, I like the writing. It's very descriptive. It's very well written, I think. That coming off of a singular chapter, okay? So my opinions could change. I think we're about to get into the proper story of Mr. Hyde. At least the second chapter is called Search for Mr. Hyde. So I'll see what comes of that. This is literally only 75 pages. It took me 15 minutes to read 7. I am such a slow reader. So much time has passed. I was supposed to read this a week ago and I didn't. So here I am, days after I filmed that first chapter where I read the first clip where I read the first chapter. Quite literally just finished The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I stand by my opinion that classics, and especially classics like this, are meant to be discussed. And I don't have anybody to discuss this with. But what I can say is I enjoy this for the most part. I think Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I would say I'd put it at 3.5, I guess. One, because I knew the story. Okay, like, this was nothing new. This didn't feel like I was reading a new story because 1886, okay? Like, this is old, and it is a story that has been told and retold hundreds of thousands of times. So I knew what I was getting into when I started it. I liked the writing in this, and I liked that for the first part of this you are following actually like very much not Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. You're kind of following all these people around him, and specifically like Mr. Utterson, who is his lawyer, and you're getting their point of view of this entire situation. You're getting their interactions with either Jekyll or Hyde, and you're getting kind of their feelings in those moments, but you're never actually in Jekyll or Hyde's head up until like the final chapter. And then you get the entire story or the entire situation from his point of view. And I think that was really, really interesting to see that, because I went into this expecting genuinely to have like a whole book of just being in Jekyll's head. So yeah, that's like my overall thoughts on this. In regards to like generally, like I said, I think classics or a lot of classics are things that have to be discussed and things that open up the floor for a lot of conversation, and this one very much about humanity and the duality of not only humanity but identity, and how your actions and the life you choose to live shapes your identity and the person that you are, not only to yourself but to the people around you. And I think that would be so interesting to have like a whole class on, rather than only kind of being in my own head with it and only having like my thoughts. So I'm pre-filming this intro, so potentially shocking switch between then and now. The highest rated book on my physical TBR is Blood Over Bright Haven by Emma Wang. I don't know what this is about, and I would like to keep it that way. I love going into books blind. All I know is that people love this book. All I know is that people say this is a return to the fantasy we need in the world. And I will take it. I'll read it. That's all I need. I'm an easy target. I really am. I mentioned this. So this has a 4.49 rating across 29,000 reviews. Isn't a lot, honestly. I genuinely, from how my social media has pushed this on me, I really thought that a lot more people had read this. Hello. Okay. It has been a hot minute since I updated you, and I did not give you a chapter check-in, but I started Blood Over Bright Haven, and then the world went to chaos around me. Well, my world went to chaos around me. The world was already in chaos. Anyway, I started this, and I am now 4 chapters in, I think. Yeah, and I love it, but it is also making me so unbelievably angry and frustrated. I went into this book completely blind, and I think every single other person should too. I almost cried during the first chapter. Granted, I was already in an emotional state and it was a whole situation, but this chapter hit hard. it hit hard. And then the rest of it, oh my god, this book, I am 70 pages in or something, and it has had me smiling, laughing, and it has had me so unbelievably angry and frustrated, not only with the people surrounding our main characters, but with our main characters themselves. I cannot. That is to say, I am loving this. I'm loving this so much. I am rooting for Tomio with all my heart and soul, and I hope that Sayona learns and grows. The things she does, as much as like she is a woman and she's the first woman doing what she's doing, a lot of that gets cancelled out by the action she then takes towards people that she views as beneath her. And it's like, okay, you're pioneering this new world for women, but then you yourself are extremely bigoted and racist and horrible to the people that you view beneath yourself. You have had to deal with this, and yet you don't recognize how you're doing it to other people, and that is unbelievably frustrating to read. And it's supposed to be unbelievably frustrating to read. But yeah, I'm hoping for growth. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down and continue reading this. I wanted to finish it by today, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm actually like, I can't wait to continue. I can't wait to see where these characters go and to see the world that Emma Wang has crafted. It's so interesting to see like how the magic system works and what goes into creating magic and creating this safe haven almost. On more than one occasion, I have been like, oh my god, this place is a cult. This place is a cult. And I, on more than one occasion, have been justified in that reaction. But anyway, I'm gonna sit down and read. I don't know where to start. I have reached the halfway mark-ish, kind of. Like a couple more pages on it, whatever. Point is, I'm at chapter 13, and so much. Emma Wang has done an incredible job of creating a world that is extremely intricate and interesting to read about, and seeing how the magic works, learning how the magic is believed to work, and then learning how the magic really works is a painful experience, because you are truly feeling every single emotion in this book that the characters are feeling, that you're like, that the narration is wanting you to feel. They are an incredible writer, truly. This is gorgeous. I don't know where to start. Tomio is so much. That poor soul has been through so much, and he has lost so much, and seeing him learn why and how all of this has happened to him is incredibly tragic. It is heartbreaking, and it is so frustrating to then see him be confronted with these people and this group of people who believe themselves to be better than him, believe themselves to be above him, above all else, to, oh, he's a simple Quen. Oh my god, the amount of times I had to read the words simple Quen, I literally would have lost my mind. I was going insane. I was reading this thinking, oh my god, if one of you says he is simple one more time, I'm going to actually reach through the pages of this book and yank you out with the blight myself. I swear to god. No. And then we have Sayona, who is an extremely complex character. Not to say Tomio isn't a complex character, he is a person unto himself, and reading his story, reading the way he holds himself, the way he speaks of himself, the way he... what's the word? I'm missing words. The way he projects himself onto the world and onto Kara, I think her name is. I'm forgetting right now. Oh no. Reading the way that he interacts with his community in the wake of having lost his family and the community he grew up in is so interesting. But Sayona is our main character. She is the person that we're following the most in this book. And she is so extremely frustrating to read from. I have a little annotation in this book that is, I was so with you. Why did you have to say that? That is how I feel about her. There are so many moments when I'm so with her. I understand what she means. I understand what she's saying. She's so smart, and she's so at times willing to learn, and she wants the truth, and she wants to be honest, and she wants to be challenged. And then she turns around and is just an absolute bigot. And it is so frustrating to see, because at times you're like, oh my god, I'm fighting for you, I'm rooting for you, I want you to succeed in what you're aiming for. You are doing an incredible job. You're doing so much for the people that you believe need it. You know, she's a woman in this extremely male-dominated, misogynist world that is built on the fact that women are meant to be subjugated. And she fights so hard against that, but then turns around and is so blind to the fact that she is still a part of the privileged, and she so often refuses to reflect on that, refuses to recognize that her people have done wrong by other people, that her world, her system, her life is built on the backs and on the blood of people that she deems unworthy. There are times when I'm like, you have now been confronted with the truth so many times. How are you still not getting? How are you still refusing to see it? I don't know. In the last two chapters, we get finally our first chapter that doesn't start with religious information, religious texts. We get our first text that doesn't include that doesn't start with citation from religious texts and religious beliefs and the beliefs that Tiran was founded on. And it's because we follow Tomio in this chapter. It's like, it's the first chapter where we're exclusively following Tomio and not Tomio in connection with Sayona. And we get his reflections on who he's become since moving to Tiran, who he's become since taking over the role of parental figure, since losing his family, since losing his community, since almost losing his life, genuinely, because he gets into the city and they almost kill him because he seems not of use. He seems unable to work, and we learn along the text that that's just kind of what happens to people that Tiran deems unworthy. If they can't work, if they can't contribute in some way that isn't, of course, getting an education, then they're not worthy of life. Point is, a lot is happening, and I'm slowly losing my mind. This has been so much. I am adoring this. I am absolutely loving reading this. This is truly becoming, I think, one, if not my favorite. Yeah, I'm gonna continue reading. and I'll update you once I'm finished, because now I'm at the halfway mark. I'm kind of like, maybe I just want to finish and then update you. And if I don't update you before I finished, then I will update you after I finished. I finished. This, I think, is one of the easiest 5 stars I've given this year. I think I've debated with myself about 5 stars a lot this year. This was so easy. This was an immediate, what? There was one, oh my god, I don't know where to start. So, I finished this, meaning I've officially finished my highest rated book, the highest rated book on my TBR, as of when I started filming this, because I have obtained many a book since then. This was a masterpiece. I don't think I can add anything to what I said in my last update, because this genuinely was heartbreaking and frustrating and gorgeous. It was a beautiful exploration of family and community and love, and facing the realities of your situation, facing the reality that you are a part of a system that is cruel, that is built on the backs of people who are suffering. This was incredible. I'm along the writer you are. Genuinely, I don't think I've ever annotated a book this much. I adored this. I adored the ending of this, which is kind of surprising, because I don't want to say anything about it, but I adored the ending of this. I know I can see how people would maybe be frustrated because this doesn't have a very traditional ending to a book, even a high fantasy book, but this was perfect. I will definitely be picking up The Sword of Kaigen, for sure. I want to read more by Emma Wang. I'm excited to see what else they bring out in the future. This is, wow. I don't know what else to say. But with that, I have wrapped up this video. I've read both the lowest and the highest rated books on my physical TBR. Little recap, I guess. Please stay down. Stop. Put something on top of that. I read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I liked it. I think I would have liked it more if I had had the element of discussing this in a class, but I think I settled on a 3-ish star. I'm kind of like between fun to finally read the actual text from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, like Robert Louis Stevenson's text, and not hear the story kind of secondhand. But it felt I'm sorry, after finishing Blood River Brighthaven, how did my brain blank on that one? After finishing Blood River Brighthaven, this just feels so far away, but also because it took me like 3 weeks to film this video. For what it was, I think it was well written. I think the characters, especially in such a short story, are very distinct from each other. And then we have this, which I give 5 stars. I am in love with this. I'm so happy that I read this. I'm so happy that I read this. And with that, this video is over. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one, I guess. Maybe.